So the new year is upon us.
Yep.
It's
here.
We are here, technically, right? When we're recording this. When this comes out, it'll be the new year. So my question to you is, New Year's resolutions, do you have any? Do you see yourself in the mirror and think, man, I got to change that about me?
No, I'm pretty perfect.
Yeah, I figured as much. Again, the smug. You just have this smug look when you said that. And it just makes me so upset.
It comes with the service industry. You got to fake it till you make it.
That steak is definitely not undercooked. You look at the steak, it just goes.
That's what I would call medium. I would call that medium.
So you served me an entire cow.
Well, but it's a medium cow.
Ew. Do you have just putting a cow on a stovetop?
Yep. That's how we do it around here.
Do it? Brought a whole crane in. Just about ready.
Yep.
Yeah, he's ready to go. Yeah, that's how I like to imagine like people in like deep Texas actually eat their steaks.
Oh yeah,
like
easy.
It still moves on their plate.
Oh yeah,
and they like to chase, so they like stab it with their
fork. Yeah. They call it a joke, but they really wanted to move back at him.
They'll be upset if it actually doesn't happen.
So what is your New Year's resolution? What needs to change about Juan in the upcoming year?
You want to hear something like actually that a thought that like went through my head today?
Are we actually going to be genuine and not?
No, I'll actually tell you a genuine thing. Well,
okay.
We can make that's like 99% of this thing.
That'll happen later.
No, I genuinely like looked at myself today, and I was like, what if I got like the cheekbone surgery? You know what I'm talking about? Where they get rid of the cheek fat, and like you look all like malnourished.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I don't know. I was kind of like, well, get rid of the cheek fat, see how it looks, and then if I don't like it, they can just grab all the fat and just
right back in.
Thanks, doc.
Yeah.
I think you might have put a little too much in. No, that's
how much was in before.
Oh, actually, go and just take it back out. Okay. All right.
$2,000 every time.
How's that look? Horrifying. Yeah, that was actually something that kind of went through my head.
Okay. I don't know. I'm just against
body modification.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, I shouldn't say I'm against because I have tattoos and shit, but there's a difference for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
That's a damn fine. Yeah, because it's hard to find.
So you don't think it's fashionable for me to want to cut my arm off? Okay, that's fine.
No, you do you. That's my thing.
You know what, Richard? All the movie stars are doing it. They're all cutting off their left arm.
You know what? It. Gone with the left arm.
They're cutting off their left arm and then putting a mechanical arm in its place.
Oh, that's like Star Wars. I'm down with that.
Anakin Skywalker. Yeah. That'd be me.
Yeah.
Run around choking people with the Force.
Well, I don't think you get the Force powers with the bionic arm.
You do. I'm pretty sure you do.
Okay.
Well, you're lying. You're a liar. I'm doing it right now. You got to meet Cleve. That's such. I love that scene in Star Wars where like he, because it's like a callback to Luke Skywalker getting his bionic arm.
Right.
So they show Anakin.
Call forward. I guess it should be, but yeah.
But they show Anakin and he's like. He's like, bzz, 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 and it's like it's supposed to be like this moment of like, he's just like his dad, or like just like his son.
Yeah, like father like son, regardless.
That just doesn't make any sense anymore. It's all over the place.
Yeah, Oh, especially with like all of the new thing. I have no idea how Luke Skywalker is supposed to. He apparently became the Force and then. Went back to being Luke Skywalker and then went back to being the Force at some point.
Yeah. Imagine becoming the Force.
I didn't
just dissipate into air.
I don't know.
So powerful.
It's so powerful. That's great cinema right there.
Well, there's that scene that in the new ones. Have you seen any of the new ones?
No, I have not.
Okay, well, like Leia, I'll spoil it for you. It's not a big spoiler. Just audience, it's not a big spoiler, just in case. And if you don't, skip ahead like a minute, then we'll be back to your regular intended programming. She like uses the Force, right?
Leia does.
Yeah, she's in the middle of like space because like there's something, I don't know, a spaceship blows up or whatever. She's like in the middle of space, just like floating, and then do like a close up her eyes. They open, and then she like uses the Force to get to like another spaceship, And I was like, okay, so gravity just doesn't.
No.
Yeah, nope.
It's the Force. Space magic doesn't care about gravity.
No one cares.
It's interesting.
With the new year, it's easy to kind of like look back on things, though. You know what I mean? Like things I could have done differently this year.
Yeah. Okay, so that actually brings up a pretty good topic because I was just listening to a story that concerns multiverse, right?
Oh, like Avengers.
Yeah, kind of like Avengers.
Okay.
Where there's an infinite amount of realities with you in them.
Yes.
And maybe like something's changed, but it's basically you.
Yeah.
Across many universes or whatever. What would you think about your alternate self?
Unfortunately, I'd probably just will be doing this.
Yeah. Infinite timelines, infinite possibilities of what goes on with history and
your name would probably just be like Tyler.
It's just the same shit.
Everything. Yeah.
All across the different realities.
Yeah. We'd have the original name of Spaghetti Western instead of Shooting from the Hip.
Oh,
That's
right.
the only difference. Yeah.
Man, that's depressing if that's the only difference.
I'm just kidding. Dude. I don't know. Probably like...
Because you have to think about every single choice that you've ever made in your life. And like, what if one of those changed? How would your life have changed?
Man, see, that's the butterfly effect, right?
Yeah. You have to think about that when concerning yourself with different universes.
I don't know. So wait, is it anything goes in these other universes? Like, does magic exist in these other universes?
Well, okay, like,
can I be a magical being?
Well, that's
like a fawn.
If it's infinite amounts, a fawn. If it's infinite amounts of universes or realities, right? Mm-hmm. Ideally, anything is possible because it's infinite.
Yeah, like maybe Coca-Cola did end up dumping all their toxic waste into our ocean. And then I was like, and they were like, oh man, everyone has magic powers now because of the toxic waste. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I think they already did that, but
I have magic powers now, actually.
Oh.
It's the Force.
You visited the New Jersey shore and got magic powers.
Yeah. That's just
call back to the old.
Yeah. I don't know. Probably.
It's interesting to think about, I think, though.
I would probably, if it's like genuinely, like if there's another universe where like magic powers are available.
Infinite.
Then I would hope I have like some really cool magic power. And like, maybe something along the lines of like, my parents, they're like, I don't know, safari people or something, right? So they get in a plane and then they, the plane, disappears or something. So my parents disappear. So I have to go live with my uncle and aunt. And like, just like random name, Uncle Ben, Aunt May. And then,
so see what's so funny.
Whoa.
Keep going.
And then, go to high school. I'm a little bit of a nerd, but I'm really into like,
but you're really intelligent.
Yeah. Science, physics. And then, I go on like a field trip, like a class field trip. And then, me and my friends are like looking at things and I kind of go off my own and like I get bit by a radioactive spider, just
randomly. Yeah.
And then, I turn into like a guy who like swings from webs and then fights crime. And
that would be a pretty sick reality.
I'd probably call myself like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, I mean, you're a man and you have spider powers.
Exactly.
So that would make sense.
So probably that.
That's pretty cool. I wanted to point out that right up until Uncle Ben was Hey Arnold.
Oh. You thought it was just Hey Arnold. That is, wow. Yeah. How would that work? I don't know.
maybe it's a crossover story.
What about you? What do you think you'd be doing?
I don't know, because once upon a time I wanted to be on law enforcement, which was really glad I didn't end up doing that because I hazard to think what I would be like on the other side. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
No, I don't. Please formulate your thought.
So if I had gone into law enforcement or whatever, more than likely you and I wouldn't have stayed friends.
Probably not. No.
Not with the trajectories we were on. And then when you become a criminal, you can't really just go to the other side. So
what kind of a cop do you think you'd be?
I think I'd be one of those like Pinot Noir, like
wait, Pinot Noir, like a wine cop?
Wine,
cool.
A pulp noir detective.
Okay. Gotcha.
Throws the glass of whiskey at the person as they leave their office. I'm working on my case here.
Yeah. Detective Richard.
Yeah.
Detective Dick. You call yourself Dick.
Well,
right? You'd have to call yourself
You kind of
Dick.
would have to, yeah.
Yeah. Because you're noir. So, like, yeah.
What's going on, Dick? What's going on, asshole?
Oh, is that the other detective's name?
Yeah, it'd be our inside joke.
The other detective's name is Asshole?
Yeah.
Detective Asshole.
Well, his name is Donkey. So.
Asshole. I told you it's pronounced Asshole.
All right, Asshole. I need those case numbers by tomorrow.
Yeah, but it's still now. Like it's just modern times. As a noir
I'm just the
detective.
most inefficient detective ever because I don't use any forensics or anything like that.
Damn it, Captain. We're going to find this girl's body whether it kills me or not.
Why is he speaking in a transcontinental
I have a fight for the force. You don't understand.
New Mexico.
This is who I am. It's in my genes, in my blood. Someone get me a whiskey and a cigar. That's how I like to imagine that. Yeah, exactly. Everyone talks like that. I don't know.
Very nice, yeah.
Here, hold on. Let's hit this intro, and then we'll continue on this.
The Southwest has been home to the most infamous outlaws, from Billy the Kid to Neil Patrick Harris. Safe to say, legends have wandered these deserts. And if you listen closely, you can almost hear the wind whisper their story over this barren land. Well, these two gunslingers, they have their own story to tell. They're shooting from the hip.
Let's say that this multiverse thing actually does exist. And free reign, kind of like we were talking.
Okay.
Like in any other universe, maybe like people have superpowers, people are magic, like a Harry Potter world. I don't know, whatever.
Okay.
Where do you think, like, where's your ideal place to be?
Ooh, that's a good question. You know what? Actually, I brought this up on an earlier podcast, but From Dusk Till Dawn, the series, I think I would work best in that type of universe where there's, culebras,
Constant danger.
Well, yeah.
You could have picked anything, dude. You could have been like, all right, I fly brooms.
No,
I
want to fight vampires all the time.
All right. Okay. So,
did you really expect anything different from me?
Yeah, no, dude. Maybe.
You keep optimistically trying to think I'm this certain type of person,
and then you get upset with me
when I want to kill vampires.
So you in that universe, all right. So you show up, and for some reason, the world has a yellow tinge all over it because whatever. What kind of a character are you in this situation? I'm assuming you've thought, because you thought about this really quick. So I'm assuming you already have.
No, I've
formulated a backstory
of like if they're in this universe were to be a group of hunters that would have to go after these culebras and other things, because there's other entities.
Are you a main character in this situation, or do you think you're a background character?
I am in between a main character and a tertiary character. I'm not the most important, but I'm in the mix.
You're a guy who gets a backstory about
I have a backstory,
7.
and I play a point in the plot.
Okay.
Maybe I have to sacrifice myself towards the finale or something like that.
See, I don't know if that's humble or not, because here's the thing. It's like, well, yeah, I'm not really the main character, but the audience didn't like the main character so much, so they were like, the audience went like, hey, I actually kind of like this Richard guy.
Yeah, and they just really were upset when I got killed off. And then...
Do you make a comeback?
Maybe I get a spinoff or something.
Oh, okay. See, I was thinking maybe more along the lines of like you get killed off, right? But but then you come back as a bad guy because they didn't actually kill you. They turned you.
Oh, you know what?
You know what I mean?
I think that's pretty.
And then you're like the main villain
character
for like season 3, and like that's everyone's favorite season because they're like, oh, dude, there's like emotional aspects, and
then like it's this hard fought war the entire time, and at the end I still have to die because I turned into a bad guy. Comeuppance, Western. You gotta work with that.
So how long do you think you stay alive?
No, if I'm the main bad guy of the third, I'm until the one right before the finale, because then the finale, like my death is what leads into the finale.
Oh, okay.
And then there's like this like heartfelt moment, but everything that I wanted to do is already put into motion. So that's what the finale is going to be, is them shutting down all my plans. But then there's like this little heartfelt moment between me and the main character
where you tell him what your plans were so that you can he can
it's that little bit of
because you were still a good guy the entire time. The entire time you were still a good guy. I like that. Look at you, dude, writing your own story. I also loved the idea now that this world is not only just a separate world, it's also being filmed constantly.
Right.
As a television show.
There's plot points and important bits.
Yeah, when
it's not just a real world.
When you're not in the episode, you just black out and wake up and you're like, back to doing bad guy things.
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good idea. All right.
I like to think I'm one of those characters that, like, when I'm not on screen, I'm still doing shit off screen.
In the background?
Yeah. Like, I'm always active.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're that important of a bad guy.
Yeah.
You actually have a voice throughout the... Okay. Well, it would make sense because they wrote you in the first season.
Exactly. So
how do you see yourself getting offed in the first... Would it be the first season, second season? The season finale to the second season, maybe?
Yes. That... And then how would I die? That's a good question.
So think about it. Like, I'm thinking maybe like you guys are getting chased down, right? You're undermanned. You thought you would have more people, or like maybe they.
Oh, but yeah, like
they ambushed you or whatever.
Yeah, somehow they skirted around.
And like you're in a bar. Here you go, dude. You're in a bar, right? And it's you and like the 5 other main characters. And they're like, what are we going to do? Get out of here. And then like you hear like the clank, and it's you just after you downed a whiskey. And you look over and you're like, you guys get out of here. And they're like, Richard, no.
I got this. A
man has to understand when his time is. This is my time. And like everyone's like, oh no. And then the main character looks at you and you like nod at him. Mm-hmm. And he goes, no.
We got to go.
He knows what he's doing. And like you walk out and you and him like embrace and brotherly love.
No, I imagine like the Viking handshake where they have to
the
manly
dude, there you go. That's sick. Where you touch each other's forearms.
Yeah.
Slam each other's forearms. And then he gets everybody out and then like you one final look, but then he looks back at you as the windows are getting like brought in and like they're coming at you and it's just you standing there and they just and then he closes the door and that's the end.
Yep.
And then when do you reintroduce yourself in the 3rd season?
Not until episode 2 or ending of episode 2. Because that's like you get established again with everybody coming back to.
So how do you build to your appearance for the first time?
It's a really good question.
Because I'm assuming there's a bad guy or a bad lady. The main baddie.
Well, there has to be an underboss.
Yeah.
To me, so
they pull like a shock move where they die in like the 2nd episode of the 3rd season.
I think that'd be the way to do it.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think and the audience is like, oh my god.
Well, they won. How? It's only episode 3.
Yeah.
And then
you
it's like a silhouette.
They find like a calling card.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Let's say like you were like leaving like your thing was like after you killed a Culebra, you like grabbed something out of a deck. Like a face card out of a deck and like threw it on the Culebra.
Well, I do have the dead man's hand tattooed on me, so
there you go. Boom.
It could be pieces of that.
Dude, that'd be so sick. Right?
That would be a pretty.
And then you
I would watch that season.
And then when you like show up, because like that's like the tease to the audience.
Well,
right?
you have to show up like at a point where actually, you know what? You got to show up at a point where the main characters are in distress, like they're almost going to lose. And then I show up and I call everybody off because I want to give them a fight. Like I want the chase. I want the fight from them. I don't want it to be this easy.
Oh my gosh, bro! Hey, hold on, we're cooking. Hold on,
we're cooking with gas right now.
We got something special. All right, hold on. So now I'm thinking, right? Mm-hmm. So the way you introduce yourself.
Hold on. The counter question.
Yeah.
In this universe, you would still exist.
No, I'm dead. Yeah, dude. They were like,
I like to imagine play in this.
I like to imagine they're like, oh, there's vampires, and I went, I'm going back to sleep, dude.
I'm not dealing with vampires.
Yeah, they take me, brother.
Hold on, they're in the South. Yeah, I'm moving to New York. I ain't dealing with this shit.
I don't know. I guess if I was like a character in this universe, I would be I'd be the nerdy like IT guy. You know what I mean? Like the lovable character that dies at the end of the first season. That would be me.
Yeah. You're just not giving yourself a lot of credit right now.
No, dude. Let's be honest here.
You're a very capable person. I don't see why you disparage yourself.
Normal society. That's why, that's why whenever I think of like other universes, I'm like, I'd probably be like a poet in New York City or something. Like, and you're like, I'm fighting vampires on a rig.
Okay, but you also brought up Harry Potter and shit. So what would you? So
that'd be cool.
You would just but Harry Potter is a dangerous ass world too.
I'd just be a student, bro. What are you talking about?
You're the one that keeps their head down.
Yeah,
doesn't.
I'm a Hufflepuff. Only one of us dies. That's Cedric Gregory.
Oh yeah, that's true. And he was the one that tried to be like the hero and everything.
Exactly.
So
I ain't no hero, bro. I'm like into plants and books.
Oh man,
I'm out there saving animals. Maybe that's my thing, you know. Maybe like my side story is like the animal saver, like Fantastic Beasts.
You could do that.
Yeah, I see a little bit more of him, but see, even his like thing is too dangerous because then like it would get dangerous. I'd be like, yeah, just forget it. The animals.
I'm going home and reading a book.
I'm gonna go work at Gringotts or something. Have a goblin whip me.
Okay. All right. We see the two different.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, first season. Like that would be me, right? I'd be the lovable guy where everyone's like,
and how do you die?
About this guy? Oh, mine's easy, right? So like plane goes wrong.
Or maybe you die in an explosion and then somebody finds you afterwards.
See, no, I was thinking maybe like in a van, and I've got like an IT van, you know, like computers and like all that other like surveillance or whatever. And then like you guys go to like do this plan and you leave me back there, and then like you guys like go into like whatever you're about to go into, and you're like, why is no one here? And then you go,
oh, it's a trap.
Juan. And then it's me, and I'm like, I know. I planned it this way. And you're like, no. And I'm like, you have to go. You know
you still get to sacrifice yourself.
Yeah, of course.
That's good. That's good.
And then like you hear
the saving arc.
And then like, you know, they play like How to Save a Life by the Train or something. And it's just me chilling in the surveillance truck, and I'm like, it's like, yeah. No, like you hear the piano, the dee doo doo doo.
Oh yeah.
Doo 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 doo, and it's quiet, and it's just me sitting there, and like I close my eyes, and then it cuts back to you, and all you hear on the radio is the, you know.
Oh man. And
then you're like, the main character walks over to whoever's holding the radio and shuts it off, and they're like,
we don't need to hear that.
Exactly. Yeah, dude. That'd be my end.
Okay. All right. Counterpoint.
Okay.
Now that I'm coming back from the dead, I'm bringing you back from the dead.
No, because I got maimed.
Nope. Stupid. Nope. No, I have that power.
I got maimed. Like that would be the worst, because then I would come back like disfigured.
Okay, but I get attacked by a bunch of things, and then I'm expected to come back unscathed.
You don't actually get attacked because the person.
Oh, they
know they can use you.
Oh,
they can't use me. You know what I mean? I'm just like an IT guy. I'm like, you know, they're like, I'm the lovable, like, you know, oh, it's look at the skinny dude. You know what I mean? And then you're like the badass, like gunslinger, you know, all the time type of stuff. And I'm just the guy who's like, now if my calculations are correct, if we enter from this entry point, you know what I mean? But I'm also I'm also too smart to like go along with the plan.
Yeah. Okay.
At the end of the first season, and that's why I sacrifice myself because I know there's only one way actually out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm gonna preserve your character here, but I still want to use you in the later seasons.
That's not fair, dude. Because I'm gonna come back like part tree.
No. I'm not using you as. I'm using your intellectual property.
Okay.
Because like your van, it gets.
They're gonna recast me.
No.
Oh, they couldn't get the original actor back, so it's John Mulaney. Yeah. Hey, fellas, what's going on in here? I don't like the new Juan.
Are we killing vampires right now? No, but your tech van, right? It gets overran. Okay. I know your password because we we were simpatico when we were team members. Okay. So I know how to get access to all your shit that you have on us.
There you go.
So then you can use that again.
I like to imagine the idea that in the first season, right? I've been developing like an Alexa type of AI that is actually me. And so you use me, and it's me,
like Jericho,
and at first you think I'm helping you as a bad guy, but I'm actually trying to like preserve their life,
dude. That would be,
you know what I mean? And then at the end, it's even better because then at the end of the third season, when you realize that I'm the one who's been kind of messing with you or whatever, you like destroy the IT van, and then that's what makes you realize that you have embraced evil too far.
Dude.
Yeah, dog. Am I right,
Let's
bro?
Write this show. This
here, bro.
Hold on. Right there.
High five right there, brother. Dude, I'm telling you, that's
pretty good.
That's how I see it. I worry though, because then I think like fourth season, right? So, because now I'm thinking,
do we make it to a fourth season?
Well, now I'm thinking we can't kill
admirable.
you. Because now like the we're probably popular at this point. Because who doesn't love scary fighting kind of stuff?
Right.
So I'm thinking the network hits us up and they're like, dude, you got to do season 4, right? So then at season 3, we kind of leave it like as an iffy, did you actually die?
That's 2 fake outs though.
Sorry, bro.
That's 2 fake outs.
Welcome to TV writing.
That's true. that you are not wrong there.
Yeah, it's a fake out. It has to happen.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
Because the idea is like they think they got you in season 4, right? And so the end of season 3 is them like looking out like an overpass or like
and it's all hopeful
and it's beautiful and like finally the yellow tinge is gone or whatever.
Oh,
and like they're finally like. And then the first season, you bring in that kind of idea of like warmth. They start rebuilding society because now the Culebras have been quote unquote defeated, right?
Right.
But then at the end of the first episode of season 4, one of the people that they have in that place is a Culebra.
Ooh.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, and like it's that subtle, like you just see a bite and they like cover it up real quick.
Exactly. And then maybe for like the first 4 episodes of the 4th season, you have them trying to figure out who's killing random people, make it kind of like a murder mystery kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And then you find out that there's a Culebra living in there and that he hasn't been killing these people. He's been infecting them to rebuild your army. But now it's more of a level playing field because you don't have as many Culebras and they don't have the powers of a Culebra.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, just saying,
I'm
bro.
down, dude. That sounds like good ass season of television.
Thank you so much. Yeah, dude. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we got ourselves a little something here.
I agree.
We're just doing another writer's room. Right now,
I was about to say it just turned into that, but okay. I'm down. I'm with it. So in a multiverse setting, what is Juan doing?
Okay.
And you can't say podcasting and working at your job.
Okay, so like if I'm going like in a similar situation of like writing a TV show,
because that's the thing, like you don't want to live in the same boring ass universe. Ooh, actually, you know what? Real quick, while you're thinking, I also just want to present a different question. Could you beat up the other version of you in another world? Because I think about that.
I don't
way
know,
too
see,
often.
in my head, I'm thinking like, like my other version has like I said, magic. You know what I mean? He's a wizard.
That's true. Yeah, if that gets brought up, then all bets are out.
Yeah, I'm gonna run at that dude, and he's gonna like stop me.
Expelliarmus.
But it's me. You know what I mean? So he's like peaceful. And he's like,
well, yeah, he just stuns you.
And he like grabs my face. And, I forgive you. And I'm like,
you're painting yourself in such a good light right now.
I mean, I don't know. Like, Look, man, I killed myself in your show. I don't know.
That's true.
But that's my show. Do you think there's no way you're beating up Culebra fighting Richard?
No, that's like the Witcher verse type with Richard.
Yeah.
That's not even fair.
He would know you're coming from miles away.
Yeah.
Dude. He'd smell you. He'd be like, Marlboros.
Marlboros and cheap booze. That's who that is.
There he is. I don't know. I guess I guess in my multiverse, I'm thinking
because you're in magic, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking like a Harry Potter universe.
Yeah,
100%.
okay.
Yeah.
And you want to work with the animals. You could just be a zookeeper in the Harry Potter
boring.
universe.
That's boring, dude. I got to be like a traveling kind of thing. You know what
okay,
I mean?
that's true. You want to see the world.
Like, cause see, I'm thinking like maybe I start at Hogwarts. You know what I mean? And kind of like in Hogwarts Legacy, where you kind of like fly around and save animals. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm doing, bro.
Like while you're at Hogwarts.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, but
Yeah.
you're 27 now. You would not be in Hogwarts at this point in time.
I de-age myself in magic and become a 16-year-old again. I don't know. As a 27-year-old, probably like a maybe like a potions guy. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I sell potions, and like my nightcap as like a protector of the forbidden forest or whatever.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
You know what I mean?
Pretty
It's kind of a dope, you know?
Yeah.
You'd probably be like an elf. And you'd be my employee. And you'd be the only magical creature I'm mean to. Because I gotta put my aggression somewhere. So it'd be to you.
Oh,
you know?
that's man.
Like
that's
it would
great.
be like a shot of me like petting a unicorn, and then I'd like turn around and you'd like you'd like bump into something like lightly, and I would like turn around and be like dogs. You'd be like, no, Mr. Juan, please.
Oh,
but you would look just like you do now, but like as like a
elf
2
form.
foot tall thing.
Man.
Yeah.
I mean, I gave you a
Like,
hero.
imagine-
I gave you a hero's death in my story.
No, I'm messing with you. Hold on. So wait, how do you think you play? Okay, so here's the basis for my universe. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. Hold on.
Yeah, had a little stroke there for a second. It's
you
all
looked
right.
like you were about to say spit some fire. So like, if you need to let that
we're
out,
good. We're good.
Okay.
We're good.
See, I'm thinking like you and me, right? We're chilling, or like not. I don't know you, right?
Are we both magical?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not. I wouldn't make you a muggle, dude. That'd be messed up. Bro.
I'm just curious.
That'd be jacked. That'd be the worst. Yeah, you're just a guy. Yeah, me, the powerful nightcap protector of the Forbidden Forest. You, Richard.
I want your name to be Nightcap Protector.
That's how they know me.
Actually, you know what? That sounds more like you hang out at a club and keep people from getting date. But okay.
Oh my gosh.
Nightcap Protector.
That's the first time we've had to use the dolphin noise that wasn't the F word.
Oh yeah, damn.
It's all right.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it, brother. I'm thinking. So I actually like the idea of my alter ego wizard name being Nightcap. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like I wouldn't actually be called this. It'd probably be called like Juniper Nightcap.
Oh,
you know what I mean,
good.
bro?
That is
a cool
good.
ass name, right?
That is a very Harry Potter name. All right. You heard it here first.
So Juniper Nightcap. Right?
Yeah, you go save animals.
Potions by day, right?
Right.
And I got like a little shop end of the Hogsmeade or whatever. Mm-hmm. People roll up and they're like, "Oh, I need a potion for
Yeah.
yeah." And I'm like, "Just a moment," you know. And I make it. I'm really good at making that shit, you know. Hand it over to them. They're like, "Thank you."
Oh, you need to be like all super fancy where you can like do the wave of a hand and the bottle just comes to you.
Yeah.
And
But then we also got to show my soft side, right? I'm thinking like my soft side. So it's me, and I'm working as like a potions guy, and like a lady comes in, and she's like, "Please, sir, my son, he's dying. I can't pay you, but he is dying." And I'm like, "It's okay, bring him here." You know, and like it shows me like healing this kid. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, may take a few days. Werewolf bite is no joke. But it's going to be okay. And she's like, thank you, sir. I'm like, of course, get out of here. You know, before the night watch finds you.
right.
You know, And then and it's during Voldemort times too. You know? So like he's like over-reigning, supreme, ever present.
Yeah.
And like he's kind of like, anyone who shows
he's got
any,
his croonies, or the Death Eaters.
Yeah, and anyone who shows any semblance of good, he's like,
no,
kill him. You know what I mean?
That's Nazi Germany essentially.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm like, but like, I also have like a dark side, right? Mm-hmm. Because like, I was a soldier of Voldemort.
Oh,
that's how I got my potion
twist.
You know what I mean?
That's an interesting twist.
Like at first, I was
he let you leave though.
Well, so that's the thing. He let me quote unquote leave, but he wants to use me still.
Okay,
and maybe it's not Voldemort. Maybe it's like another like overpowered being or whatever. Like where like darkness has hit over like the area for like 20 years. I was like, I can't do this anymore. And he's like, I would kill you. But I see too much potential. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And so I'm like, please, let me just live a normal life. And maybe it's after I've done like some crazy shit for him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I burned a village down or whatever.
Yeah.
Killed everybody there. Just like prove a point. And that's what kind of made me like click and made me like, I can't do this anymore, man. I can't do it. And he's like, and then he says that. So then, potions, but I have like that soft side, like trying to help everybody around me. And then at night, I go out to the Forbidden Forest and I kill my own, like, quote unquote, like brethren. Right? Because they're the ones who are like trying to capture these animals.
Like, so, you start like a secret.
Yeah, because like the magical blood of like the animals or something like that, like can create like.
Oh, yeah, like unicorn
blood. He drinks it. Yeah, exactly. And he becomes more powerful because of it.
Right.
But I'm out there like murking dudes because they're out there trying to grab like, what's that little platypus looking dude? You know what I mean? Trying to get his ass. And I'm like, not here, bro.
Right. Okay, so again, how do I play into this?
No, so actually story? That's my question because I made my character. So
that's true. You did. You did. Okay, because see, where I went with when you were talking about the healing of the child and the werewolf bite, that's what I thought my character was going to be in your story.
Okay,
is the lycanthrope.
So you're like
Remus.
Sirius.
No, Sirius is an animagus. He can transform whenever he wants.
You're okay. You can't control it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So is that how I find you? Like after you bite this kid?
Yeah, I'm thinking like you have to track me down.
Okay.
And then, but like we knew each other in school or something. And
back at Hogwarts.
Yeah, and so you can't like turn me in or do anything like that. And I can't because I know everything you've done because I'm a werewolf. I've been prowling these forests every night.
Dog, hold on. Hey. Yo, we gotta hit up. Oh, dude, and that's an even better idea. So one of the things that the guy who like the big bad is doing is that he's turned every night into a full moon night.
Oh, that's
so that
good.
All the people who can't control their like the
transformations
are constantly out hunting.
Yeah.
So you guys become kind of like like the main antagonist, quote unquote.
Right.
Towards the village, and that's how he keeps people in check by being like, you can't go out
because you're surrounded.
You're gonna get killed in that forbidden forest.
But you're smart enough in your potions and whatnot to where you are basically invisible. Exactly. Or not invisible, but
I don't kill as much. It's more of like a stun.
And but you're immune to the werewolves because that's why you can keep going through the forbidden forest at night.
Yeah. Dude, hold on, bro. This is kind of sick, bro.
I think we got some shit here.
Kind of firing up right now. Hold on, let's keep this going. All right, so how do you think the first season goes for me, right? Because I'm assuming what I just explained is like the first 2 episodes, the establishing, right?
Right.
And then like you get the backstory of me being a bad guy, burning down that village, killing all those people.
Yeah, that's like within the first 2 episodes.
We'll have that like episode 5.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming like
that's true.
Tight 10 episode kind of series.
Yeah. So when would I'd probably get introduced.
That was you.
Okay.
Yeah, you made that noise.
I'd try to get introduced around episode 4 then?
Okay. Well, so
because you want it to be early.
You're kind of I'd say you get the idea of you is introduced at episode 2.
Right. Because it's the lycanthrope that you're hunting down.
Right. And the reason why I'm looking for you is because the kids know not to go into the Forbidden Forest.
Right.
So I'm like, and there's maybe like a protection spell where like if you're under the age of 18, you can't get past this barrier. And so that means that you wandered into the village, which I find which
you can't stand for that.
I'm like, wait,
you're like, you have your domain, I have mine.
Exactly.
Why are you in it? That makes sense. Yeah. I like that.
So then I'm like, and maybe the aggression is brought on by, what do you think? Like, what do you think your motivation for going into the village was in the first place? Because there's got to be a reason that you're acting strange compared to the other ones.
Right.
Maybe it's a cry for help.
Could be.
You know what I mean? Like you go into the village
some of them even though they say you don't have your humanity anymore when you're in the form, maybe like I just kept pushing myself as I was like in human form.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get past the barrier, I could get past the barrier.
You know what I'm thinking is like maybe you made a deal with like a witch.
Oh, that could be.
Where she gave you like a potion to like maybe another potions person.
Ooh, that's a good point, because then like you maybe could have like seen indications on that wound that you saw on the kid, and like this isn't normal.
And then that's the first season's big bad, like the underboss, like you said.
Yeah,
is a person who's out in the forest giving potions to like werewolves to allow them to like. But you did it for the right reasons.
Yeah.
You did it because you were like trying to get to my place so that I could like try and help heal you from your lycanthrope.
Yeah, because I know you and you're one of the best, and I see you keep passing in between
there you go, bro.
the force fields.
And you've seen me protecting magical creatures before.
And you know what? That would be a good scene in the early is not like allude to me, but not show me.
Have you like you walk by or something?
Well, it would be like not a panoramic, but like a in the distance shot, and like it's just shown you in the morning.
Yeah,
like carrying back like a little beautiful creature or something like that.
Oh, there you go.
That's what alludes to it.
Maybe that, or I'm thinking like in the scene where like they introduce the fact that I'm like a potions guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's at night, right? And as I'm doing the potion, I hear like a bump. And like the music stops, and I like look out, and like the intense like,
okay,
kind of hits. I like look out, and then maybe like a fake out. You know what I mean? Like maybe it's just like one of those like cute little creatures or something like that.
Yeah,
that I've saved, and I'm like, what are you doing out of the bag? And like I put him in the bag, and whatever. And then the next morning is when the lady shows up with the werewolf bite, and it's you who bit the kid because you were trying to get to the potion, because you guys sleep throughout the entire day. You're cursed to sleep until the sunlight's out or until it's nighttime.
Vice versa. Yeah.
And then you woke, but you like tried to fight the sleep, and you were like kind of like heezy. And then that's when you like got to the door, and then you like boom fell into like the side of it or something like that, and then turned into the lycanthrope or the werewolf and killed or bit the kid or whatever.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And then the potions guy that I'm like going after, because I'm hunting you down.
I would like to think of a witch, like an old, like not old, but like and like an established, like this is like the lady of the forest kind of shit.
Kind of like maybe like a dark haired, really like thick black eyeliner with like the red, to show that she's kind of evil.
Yeah,
type of looking thing, like a Bellatrix Lestrange mixed
almost,
with,
but not as grungy.
Who's the bad?
More elegant.
In Thor Ragnarok, his sister,
Helena,
Hela,
but
like her.
Eva Green, I think, is who plays her. Is that? No, that's not right. But
like her, like
have
like
her look the ebony,
that.
the intense eyes,
all black. She wears like a skin suit, kind of like not a skin suit, but like a skin tight, like black leather kind of suit.
Like she still has some of the robes, but
But she wears that to like appear as like an old witch, and then the second that like the hood comes
like
down,
she's all powerful,
it's beautiful, and exactly. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude.
I'm down with it. I'm down with it.
It starts with me tracking you, maybe in like the second episode, and then like at the end of the second episode, I find you, and then the third episode,
okay. Do you find me in werewolf form though, or do you find me in human form?
Well, so because
I have to recognize you.
I set a werewolf trap. I catch you as a werewolf.
Okay.
And then I let my aggression out and like I kind of torture you because you hurt a kid.
Right. And like you're pissed. Yeah.
And then
and it's that little bit of your old darkness coming back through.
And I only come to you at night when you're a full werewolf.
Yeah.
And then I get there and like as I'm torturing you, you know what I mean? Like it's like it hurts you so much that you like snap into like human for a minute or like you can speak for just a second and you say something like no, or you say something like, I thought you were supposed to protect magical creatures. You know what I mean? And then like it makes me kind of go like,
whoa.
Oh, you know, I like back up like, it makes me realize what I've been doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so then that kind of creates the disdain where you like, where I tell you like something along the lines of, I'll hunt you until the day that I die unless you help me find, or unless you tell me who gave you this potion. And you tell me who it is. And I recognize the name, but I know she's really hard to find. But I know that you're a werewolf. And so I know that you have the senses and the scent to be able to find her because you've had that, you know, piece. And so that's the rest of the season is you helping me find this person.
And like and like we go a little bit more into like maybe we even had an antagonistic relationship in school, but we recognize each other and it's that kind of kinship.
Exactly. There you go.
I like it.
Yeah. And then like the way that I keep you awake during the day is that I give you a potion that breaks that curse that they tried to keep on you.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good. So then it turns into like Sherlock Holmes and Werewolf Watson.
Oh, Werewolf. Yeah, Werewolf Watson. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, dude. I mean, because then I'm thinking, you know, as like maybe there's like a scene in the first season where like I go to capture or go to help like a helpless animal or something. And then like they capture me because they were expecting me to show up. And then like as like it looks like I'm close to death, you just come in like a werewolf and just tear these dudes up.
Yeah.
And then you come up to my face and you're like, and like walk away. And I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? And then I realize, and then I realize like, yo, was that dude? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
No,
brother.
I think we had some good ideas.
I'm telling you, man. And this was supposed to be like, oh, what would you do in a universe?
Yeah, like it's supposed to be bits all episode.
Welcome to the Writer's Room Part 2, baby.
Yeah, Writer's Room Part 2.
Okay, so what do you think happens to your character?
We have a habit of killing each other off, but
I just don't see you dying off though, because if it is like a Holmes and Watson situation,
that's true.
You know what I mean?
I think well, I don't know.
It's almost like we always have to exist in that kind of like universe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, but then of course you could always go into like you have to move on with your life because you have progressed past your darkness. You've learned, but I'm still a werewolf. You can't cure werewolfism in Harry Potter.
See, but you can use that though.
Yeah. Well, yes, but it's like
maybe I work tirelessly to find like a potion to help you.
You could, or you could get married. Like you start getting love interests. You start separating.
Oh, so
from
I'm the Watson in
the
this situation
duo.
then.
Yeah,
Okay.
We would kind of switch roles.
Okay.
Because I'm a beast. I couldn't
be stuck in the
I couldn't have a normal life like you could.
But you'd protect the forest.
Right.
You know,
and like we'd still be like having contact, but there would still be that part like, oh, that motherfucker never has time for me anymore.
See, but I like the idea that you like at the end of the season, because I have to go and like find the big bad, you like vow to protect the creatures that I've been protecting. You know what I mean? And so then that moves into like me having to like go to it. But then again, it's Harry Potter, so I could constantly like just
bounce back
and forth.
And then I still need to be fed. So that's the like we would have to come to a treaty on that where I would still have to be fed.
Well, you only feed on the bad guys.
Okay.
Yeah. That's how you feed. You kill these dudes and then that's how you feed.
Okay.
It's kind of like turning a blind eye to the evil, like the necessary evil or whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How does the season end though? Because I'm assuming we find the witch.
Yeah.
Right.
Bad is defeated, but then
maybe she shows up in Hogsmeade so that you can't get past the barrier. You know what I mean?
Well, we already figured that out with the potions, though.
Oh, true.
It could be we would have to, like, she's been holding up in Hogsmeade, so I can, like, come in, but she still has some piece of me or whatever that she, like...
kind of controls you in a way. Like, that's what you gave to her was, like, a piece of your soul
like
or something?
Like, I can't attack her directly. But we can lure her into the forest. We can lure her into the forest where then my lycanthrope brethren and whatnot can come in and help.
Wait, so how do you lure her into the forest?
That would be your job.
I'm trying to think.
That would be your job, Sherlock.
Because, of course, I'm thinking, like, of course, there's, like, an episode where we think we got her, right? So, like, maybe I use, like, a potion to,
fake out.
To, like, make her, like, a convincing kind of potion.
Yeah.
And be like, come with me to the forest. And then, like, as we walk to the forest, she lets me walk in there by myself. And she's like, do you really think I'm that dumb?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, like, I look behind me and it's Homeboy's, like, crew. And they're like,
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, so you're the one who's been killing all our brethren, yeah? And I'm like, oh, shit.
This just so happens to be during the day, so I can't help you.
There you go. And then they tie me up and then it turns nighttime. And that's that scene where you come through and you're like, boom, take out everybody. And then you, like, come face to face and you're like,
I do remember.
Yeah,
but
dude.
I'm leaving you.
Hey, we're writing some stuff here. Okay.
All
okay.
right.
Yeah. All right. So
then the season would have to end.
Yeah.
Because there was that kind of fake out. How would it
How do we get her?
Though? Yeah.
Because if she's held up in Hogsmeade, and, like, let's say that she's not only held up in Hogsmeade, but maybe she's, like, the mayor of Hogsmeade.
Okay.
Because it's easy to make a politician good and then, like,
or she and you could always disguise her as the mayor as well.
Exactly.
Like, because that magic exists.
Like, she can be, like, the face of, like, the the area where she's, like, and they love her. People like celebrate her because under his rule, or under this guy's rule, she's kept the peace in Hogsmeade. And then, like, this one killing, and she's the one who actually comes to me.
Starts the war on the lycanthrope.
Yeah, and she's the one who comes to me and is like, a lycanthrope is attacked.
Like,
they've attacked this child. You have to help. I know what you do at night. You know what I mean? And then.
Now that's a little indication on her, and she knows way too much for what her position should be.
So here's my idea. In very Harry Potter style, instead of it being me who, like, takes her out, it's the village.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You know what I mean? Because the village finds out what kind of a person she actually is.
Yeah, and like, then, you just release a little bit of evidence. And
and then they all, like, get bound together, kind of like in Harry Potter always does. And then they go after the witch, and, like, at the end, she's got me, like, she's got both you and me, like, downed, and we're, like, in her, like, office or whatever.
Yeah.
And she's got, like, a big window behind her. And she's like, something about, like, good always triumphs evil, what a joke.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you can always find the good in people. Look behind you. And she looks behind her, and she sees, like, all the townspeople outside, like, holding their wands.
Oh, that's good.
And she's like, what?
And the torches and everything.
And they just, like, like, get her and, like, and then maybe we get her, instead of killing her, because Harry Potter.
Right.
We put her away in, like, a cell or whatever.
Prisoner, yeah.
Yeah. And then that sets up so that in, like, the second season or, like, the third season, they can, like, let her out.
Right.
Like, when the big bad shows up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, well, how dare you put away my most trusted lieutenant?
Exactly, dude.
I like it.
So, yeah. Hey, guys. So you've been listening to another episode of The Writer's Room, apparently. The Writer's Room Part 2. Unfortunately, we didn't have our third person here because I'm sure he would have had some ideas.
Oh, I'm sure. I am sure.
So before we go, what are you calling your TV show?
I'm not good with names, and you know this.
Come on, brother. Because it's an already well-known IP.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, you can't.
And you're not, like you said, you're not technically the main character.
Right. Well, I don't know. Supernatural's already taken. Or else that would have worked perfect.
What's like a maybe like a line from the Dusk Till Dawn show that stuck with you? Is there like a sentence or anything?
Not really. That would like be good for that.
We could just call it culebra.
That would work.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Culebras.
Yeah.
That'd be tight. I would probably call mine, well, you know, I don't know. Something about beasts. What about lycanthrope? We could literally just call it lycanthrope.
That's true too.
Yeah. Maybe just go with the name of the
main baddie.
There you go, man. All right. Well, thanks for listening to the podcast, guys. We appreciate you guys checking us out every week.
Please subscribe. Please rate, follow, all of that good stuff.
We really hope you enjoyed this episode. And I'm Juan.
I am Richard.
And we've been shooting from the hip.
Shooting from the hip.